Paramount, it looks like Paramount Pictures could deliver its first non-superhero movie post-pandemic blockbuster at the box office with Top Gun Maverick. Now, this one received a thundering 5-minute standing ovation at Cannes. The film's premiere was an extravaganza that included the appearance of 8 fighter jets bellowing red, white, and blue smoke behind them as crews and other cast members of the film's obviously cast, looked on from the red carpet below. The festival crowd joyously interacted with the film during the screening, cheering and gasping at stunts, and an overwhelming response came when Val Kilmer, who starred as Iceman in the original film, appeared on scene with Maverick. So that's amazing. The film opens here in the U.S. this Friday, May 27th, or if you want to go on Thursday like we will, May 26th. So there's that.
Need for Speed Thursday, baby. Woo! All right, CBS also unveiled its fall schedule, and while there's a few changes here or there, it's largely pretty much the same thing. New drama series So Help Me Todd is getting a Thursday night slot, taking over an hour that was previously dominated by comedies, including the canceled Be Positive. Fire Country, starring SEAL Team 6's Max Terrio, gets the Friday 9 p.m. slot that was previously inhabited by Magnum P.I. Wednesday goes full alternative with The Real Love Boat, while CSI Vegas moves from Wednesday to Thursday, replacing Bull. New series East New York gets a Sunday night debut at 9 p.m., while NCIS LA moves back an hour to 10 p.m. New drama series True Lies, based on the James Cameron film, is now confirmed for mid-season. There's also mid-season bows for alternative series Superfan and Lingo, as well as Tough as Nails and Secret Celebrity Renovation.
That's awesome. But even more awesome news is production on Season 5 of Yellowstone has resumed in Montana.
Yeah.
Now, the cast and crew of the Taylor Sheridan drama should be sharing a whole lot of yeehaws this summer. The drama averaged about 11 million viewers in its 4th season and earned the first ever SAG and PGA nominations.
Yeah.
Now, Season 5 of the Juggernaut drama will launch Sunday, November 13th.
Yes, that's
We're
not too
super
far
excited.
away. I mean, come on now.
I know, right?
All right, and continuing with news about that franchise, Harrison Ford, yes, that Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren are set to star in Taylor Sheridan's new Yellowstone prequel, 1932. At Paramount Plus, of course. The show follows the Dutton family during a time of Prohibition, the Great Depression, and westward expansion. 1932 is, of course, a follow-up to 1883, the latter of which told the story of the Dutton family as they made their way to Montana to found what would eventually become the Yellowstone Ranch in the Mothership series.
Yeah, super freaking pumped about that. But speaking about the Mothership, now we got a spinoff. The Paramount is moving one of the upcoming Yellowstone spinoffs, like I said, from its streaming service to linear.
Oh.
Now, The Sixes is moving to Paramount Network, having originally been announced as a Paramount Plus original. Paramount sources say that as it produces and develops these series, it is a regular thinking prerogative about how to maximize the release strategy, and being nimble is very much key. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe since it's like a direct character from the Mothership, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's odd. I would have kept it on Paramount Plus. But
Yeah.
hey, that's just me. Silvertree, who's a woman, by the way, guys, if you're confused, look it up, IMDb, is set to direct and executive produce on the upcoming Paramount Plus series Fatal Attraction. The project is a reimagination, of course, of the classic 1980s psychosexual thriller film. The series, like the film, will explore the timeless themes of marriage and infidelity through the lens of a modern attitudes towards strong women, personality disorders, and coercive control. Lizzie Kaplan will portray Alex, who becomes obsessed with her lover after a brief affair. The object of that affection, Dan, is going to be played by Joshua Jackson. Lizzie Kaplan, Joshua Jackson, all in.
Joshua Jackson. Love it, man. Love it. Well, now heading over to NBC Universal,
Yes, I love
Ryan
this.
Gosling is attached to star in The Fall Guy. It's a
Yes.
feature film adaptation of the iconic 1980s TV series that will shoot in Sydney, Australia. The original series, which ran from 1981 to 1986, starred Lee Majors as Hollywood stuntman. Now, to make ends meet, he has a side hustle as a bounty hunter. Australia's federal government and the New South Wales state authorities will provide finance for the Universal Filmed Entertainment Group to produce this thing. So that's very freaking exciting.
One of the best TV theme songs ever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. You know it. You love it. Come on, go look it up. It's sung by Lee Majors. Fucking fantastic. It's basically based on his life. He never became a bounty hunter, but he was a stuntman.
Yeah.
Universal Pictures has acquired the action comedy spec Shots, with Jason Momoa coming on board to star. Now, the film's plot is being kept under wraps. A director has not yet been set, but Momoa is producing along with his partner Jeff Fearson. So there you go.
Pretty epic, man. Pretty epic. Universal Studios has also released the first trailer for Bros, a meta-gay rom-com written and starring Billy Eichinger. Premiering September 30th, the film is a major milestone as it is its first gay romantic comedy from the major studio, featuring an entirely all LGBTQ principal cast. Directed by Nicholas Stoller, Billy will play an openly gay man who falls for Luke McInflane. Together, they stumble towards love. Judd Apatow serves as a film producer. So, I mean, anything Judd Apatow's attached to, I mean, it's going to be good.
Oh, for sure. Hey, our friend Shanola Hampton, we got some news about her show. The NBC drama pilot Found has cast Kelly Williams to join the previously announced Shanola Hampton in the project, along with fellow cast member Zach, you love him, Mark Paul Gosselaar. The show is built around the fact that in any given year, more than 600,000 people are reported missing in the U.S. More than half that number are people of color, and that the country seems to forget about. Public relations specialist Gabby Mosley, of course played by Shanola, who was once herself one of those forgotten ones, and her crisis management team now make sure there is always someone looking out for the forgotten missing people. But unbeknownst to anyone, this everyday hero is hiding a chilling secret of her own. Williams is going to come on board to star in the pilot as Margaret Reed, a keen observer of human behavior. Margaret is a crisis manager at Mosley and Associates and the mother figure to her whole team of associates.
Wow.
Oh.
That sounds deep, man. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, me too.
Camila Cabello has joined the panel of coaches on NBC's The Voice for its upcoming 22nd season. The 25-year-old singer and songwriter made the news public through a post on TikTok in which she conducted a sing-along side footage of Gwen Stefani, John Legend, and, of course, Blake Shelton, who have been serving as coaches on The Voice alongside host Carson Daly. Now, NBC Universal confirmed the news that Cabello's involvement with the upcoming season. Cabello was also featured as a part-time advisor on the show's 21st season, which ran from September to December last year. Now, she is joining as a full-time coach for the first time. Stefani, who served as a full-time coach on The Voice across 5 seasons from the show's 21st season, though never in consecutive seasons. Now, according to sources, Kelly Clarkson decided to leave the show to devote more time to her new talk show that is apparently in redevelopment, which it's amazing, so there's no reason to make it in redevelopment, but that's an interesting decision. But, I mean, you know, it makes sense because her talk show is becoming, like, almost as big, if not bigger than The Voice. So, it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, and hey, whatever she feels is the right move to do it.
Exactly.
This one is huge. This one is going to be big and probably have huge ramifications for the show, although back in the day, originally, this used to be a normal thing, but lately it has not been. Saturday Night Live is set for its biggest change in a number of years. Now, get this. A huge bunch of long featured stars, including Kate McKinnon, Aidy Bryant, Kyle Mooney, and Pete Davidson, are expected to leave the show at the end of the season. It comes, of course, after creator Lorne Michaels admitted that he was expecting this year to be a year of change for the show.
That's very interesting. And I heard possibly Michael Che as well, but that would that would suck. My favorite segment's the Weekend Update. So him and Colin Jost just have such good chemistry. So it'll be interesting to see how they move forward with everything. But, you know, it is what it is. NBC is finalizing deals for a pilot ordered to an untitled multi-camera comedy formerly titled We Thought We Were Done. John Cryer is in talks to star in this one. The comedy centers on Jim and Julia, who, after a amicable divorce, decided to continue to raise their kids at the family home while taking turns on who gets to stay with them. Navigating the waters of divorce and child sharing gets hilariously more complicated for Jim when the owner of his favorite sports team enters the picture and wins Julia's heart.
Oh.
That sounds funny.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and John Cryer could not be more perfect for that. That's
Right.
going to be hilarious. Okay, now speaking of Pete leaving Saturday Night Live, we told you he's getting his own show. Well, we've got some more news about that. Edie Falco, yes, Sopranos Edie Falco, has been cast opposite Pete Davidson in the upcoming Peacock comedy series, Bupkis. Bupkis was picked straight up to series at Peacock back in April. The show is described as a heightened fictionalized version of Davidson's real life, as we've told you. Now, per Peacock, it will combine grounded storytelling with absurd elements from the worldview for which Davidson is well known. Falco is going to star as, wait for it, his mom.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be epic. I'm excited for that one, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Lionsgate will be taking the key tenet with naming the rights of the major studio project, Newark, New Jersey, being built by Robert Halmy and Femi Gecko's Great Point Studios. The $125 million project on the 12 acres follows a collaboration by partners on recently opened Lionsgate Studios in Yonkers as a demand for production space continues to freaking explode right now. It will be the first purpose-built studio in the state specifically constructed for TV and film production, and is expected to start operations in late 2024. So that is very freaking exciting.
Jersey saying, enough New York, we want some of that shit. Bring it across the river.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what does that say? I mean, what's New York going to do? Just going to find out. All right, jumping to MGM. Simon Rex will apparently be joining Channing Tatum and Naomi Ackie in Zoe Kravitz's feature directorial debut, Pussy Island, for MGM. The film, written by Kravitz, centers on Frida, a young and clever Los Angeles cocktail waitress who has her eyes set on the prize philanthropist and tech mogul Slater King. When she skillfully maneuvers her way into King's inner circle and ultimately an intimate gathering of his private island, she is ready for a journey of a lifetime. Despite the epic setting, beautiful people, ever-flowing champagne, and late-night dance parties, Frida can sense that there's more to this island than meets the eye. A fucking transformer? What?
Right.
No, something she can't quite put her finger on, something terrifying. Now, Rex is apparently set to play Slater's chef, trainer, and oldest friend, Cody.
Very interesting. But that's not all for Channing Tatum, though, folks. It is he's doing for MGM, especially. He will also produce and star in a film adaptation of a children's book, One and Only Sparkilla. For this studio, this will be Tatum's first picture book illustrated by Kim Barnes, was published by Farrell and Friends in May of last year, and subsequently registered as #1 in the New York Times bestsellers list. It centers on a father who teaches his daughter Ella the importance of being herself after made to feel like an outsider at school. While Tatum will play Sparkilla's father figure, it is not yet clear on who will play Ella, the daughter. So that's very interesting.
Yeah, I love that he wrote a children's book. I love even more that he's making a movie out of it.
Right.
All right, jumping to Netflix. Less than a month after the highly anticipated Top Gun Maverick flies into theaters, director Josh Kosinski will reunite with Miles Teller for the Netflix sci-fi thriller Spiderhead. Now, this is based on George Saunders' short story Escape from Spiderhead. The film stars Teller as a prisoner of the state-of-the-art Spiderhead Penitentiary designed by inventor Steve Abnesti, who's going to be played by Chris Hemsworth. Located on Gorgeous Island, the island offers its prisoners reduced prison sentences and good accommodations at a price. Every inmate wears a surgically attached experimental device that administers mind-altering drugs in their brains. Although Abstini is convinced that his work will save lives, the experiments he carries out on his patients begin to test the boundaries of free will when two subjects, Steve, played by Miles Teller, and Lizzie, played by Journey Smollett. Jesus, this cast is amazing. Form a romantic connection. The two begin to rebel against him and his attempts to program them.
That sounds right up Netflix's alley, to be honest with you. They're always reaching for it, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it sounds deep.
For sure, for sure. Well, Ed Skrein has replaced Rupert Friend in Zack Snyder's sci-fi epic Rebel Moon for Netflix. This following Friend's exit from the project due to scheduling conflicts. Cleopatra Coleman, Farrah Fee, and Ryan Reese have also signed on to roles. Rebel Moon is set in a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy that finds itself threatened by armies of Regnant Belarus. When dispatching a young woman with a mysterious past is seeking out warriors from neighboring planets to help them make a stand. Now, while Skrein will be playing the film's principal antagonist, details with regard to the characters the others news of cast members will be playing have not been disclosed yet. This one sounds very weird.
It does. Yeah, I'm just but it's Zack Snyder, so hey, we'll see. Hey, to build excitement for Stranger Things' May 27th premiere, man, that's right around the corner. Netflix dropped an 8-minute preview of the first episode of season 4. They also revealed that the first 7 episodes of the 9-episode 4th season will drop on May 27th. The final 2 episodes will be released on July 1st as Volume 2. Now, it was previously announced that the 4th season would air in 2 parts, so that's no big surprise. The Duffer Brothers also confirmed season 5 will be Stranger Things' last, but some sharp-eyed people saw a billboard promoting season 4 that also teased every ending has a beginning. So is that a clue that there might be a spinoff in the works?
Right, like backdoor pilot, question mark?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I guess we'll have to keep an eye on that one.
Exactly. Another one of Netflix's huge projects that everybody was talking about last year was Squid Game, and they are coming back for a 2nd season of this thing. But fans of the smash hit drama series are going to have to wait a little over a year for new episodes. Series creator Hong Dong-hook predicts that the next batch of the episodes won't be ready for release until the end of 2023 at the earliest. Now, a season 2 release in 2024 has also been a realm of possibility. Now, Netflix is king of making people wait for shit like Stranger Things.
But at least this time it isn't their fault. I guess this guy's just not finished with doing it. But yeah, geez, if you're on Netflix, you have to wait forever. This one's surprising to me that this is his first. I guess so, though. Ron Howard's first animated feature, The Shrinking of Treehorn, has been acquired by Netflix. The upcoming film, described as a musical set in New York City during the holidays, is based on Florence Perry Hyde's 1971 children's book of the same name. The story centers on Treehorn, a young boy who starts shrinking one day, even if his parents barely seem to notice. Now, Rob Lieber adapted the script for the project, was originally set up in Paramount back in 2019.
Very interesting, but that's not all for Ron Howard, though. He's doing everything across multiple studios.
Oh, yeah.
Even at Amazon. He ripped from the headlines drama 13 Lives has been moved to August. Now, this is a film that will be launching globally on Amazon Prime Video shortly after the limited theatrical release. Produced and directed by Ron Howard, the film follows 2018 rescue mission of the Thai soccer team. Remember when they were trapped in the cage with their coach? And it was flooding underground. The film's cast, led by Colin Farrell, Viggo Mortensen, and Joel Edgerton, will be scripted by William Nicholson, previously dated for November 18th of 2022. The MGM movie is now under the Amazon umbrella after the company closed an $8.5 billion acquisition of the historic film studio back in March. As such, film will receive a limited theatrical release in early August before launching on Prime Video weeks after as one of the company's summer tentpoles. So that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal cast. I mean, and with Ron Howard directing that, that's going to be really good. The She-Ra live action series in development as Amazon has brought on Nicole Kessel to direct. Sources previously reported that the show was in early development at the streamer back in September of 2021. Now, Kessel will direct and executive produce the pilot episode should it go forward. No writer is currently attached. Kessel previously directed and executive produced produced multiple episodes of HBO's critically acclaimed series Watchmen, which of course earned her Emmy nominations and a DGA award. So it's a wise move to bring her on for that.
Yeah, that's a heavy hitter right there. Amazon Prime released an official teaser trailer of the teaser poster and a teaser poster for Chris Pratt's The Terminal List, which Pratt stars and serves as an executive producer alongside Anton Fuqua's and Dave Dilgo's. All 8 episodes will premiere on July 1st in more than 240 countries and territories. Based on the best-selling novel by Jack Carr, The Terminal List follows James Reese, who's obviously played by Pratt, after an entire platoon of Navy SEALs is ambushed during a high-stakes covert op mission. Now, Reese returns home to his family with conflicting memories of the event and questions about his capability. However, in new evidence comes to light, Reese discovers dark forces working against him, endangering not only his life, but the life of those that he loves. So, man, that one's going to be deep.
Yeah, don't piss Chris Pratt off. All right, jump into Apple. Apple TV has ordered Ava the Owlet, a new animated kids and family series based on Rebecca Elliott's best-selling scholastic book series, Owl Diaries, Eva and the Owlets. Stars Ava, a creative, cheeky owlet who lives next door to her best friend Lucy in the woodland world of Treptoppingen. Yeah, with big ideas and an even bigger personality, Eva goes on high-flying adventures, expressing herself in her journal along the way.
There it is, man. There it is. Well, James Darkey will star as Joe's husband and Magnus in the upcoming Apple TV thriller Consultation. Additionally, Oliver Hotchbigel and Joseph Cedar have been set to direct the 3 episode of each of the 8-episode series. The series follows Joe by Naomi Rapace, playing a woman who returns to Earth after a disaster in space, only to discover that key pieces of her life seem to be missing. The action-packed space adventure is an exploration of dark edges, human psychology, and a woman's desperate quest to expose the truth about hidden history of space travel and to recover all that she has lost. Jonathan Banks also is in talks to star. Yeah, I know. Right?
Well, there you go.
Very
All right.
epic.
And if that name sounds familiar, Darcy, you might know it. It's Jarvis.
Yeah.
From the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, for
Jarvis. WandaVision, speaking of, Helmer, Matt Shankman has apparently been tapped to direct the first 2 episodes of Apple TV's upcoming live-action Godzilla and the Titans. Following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco and the shocking new reality that monsters are real, the untitled MonsterVerse series will explore one family's journey to uncover its buried secrets and a legacy linking them to a secret organization known as Monarch. So, the return of Monarch again.
Yeah, very interesting, man.